What's up, everybody? I'm ZoinkMeister Adam, joined by ZoinkMeister Patrick.
Hello!
And we're playing Infamous Second Son on the PS5.
AKA the better Forspoken.
Went for all of it. Even when they were driving all the needles into me and pumping me full of God knows what.
Oh.
Even through the headaches and the seizures.
Oh my goodness.
I believed the mission. I believed her. Augustine.
Interesting. So I think that's the story of like one of these soldiers, basically, what they have to go through to become, not prime conduits, but secondary conduits or whatever.
You have to have a gene that makes you capable of receiving the powers.
Yeah. And then it takes a lot of testing.
And a lot of apparently painful genetic splice. I don't know what.
Yeah, it's interesting.
What do you think they would do? Do you think it's like a heavy dose of steroids so your body can handle such a...
I don't know. Yeah, I wonder, because they all have the same power. So somehow it has to be like, maybe they're infusing them with like Augustine DNA somehow or something, right?
Oh, that wasn't a headshot.
No, that was.
Ugh.
You can also do the sprint takedown, or that's only, yeah.
I think I have to get the up.
No, you have the upgrade. I keep
Do I?
telling you, yes.
It doesn't sound like me.
I'm sure you do.
Drugs? Are you in there?
Yeah.
There we go.
Drug bust. All right, do you want to take over this area?
Yeah. That sounds like a funny way. You mean liberate?
Yeah. I don't know if we did the 844 help DUP in this series.
You have reached the DUP.
Didn't we mention it? That it actually is a real number?
Incident to report?
Oh dear!
Yeah, see, look at that.
Bioterrorist has covered this billboard in amazing avant-garde designs. Please assist!
Strange. Second time a billboard has been vandalized recently. We will send DUP troops immediately.
That's it? That gets top priority. Oh my, it gets helicopter priority?
Yeah. So, you missed. I think it only takes 2 missiles if you land them.
Are you in range yet? Okay,
Yeah.
that one's in range.
Just don't miss.
I missed. Oh, I apparently
think
did
that
not.
Did count. Yeah, maybe it takes all 3 missiles. You can drain though and get those missiles back. Don't get hit with missiles.
Video game.
Yeah, I think we actually called the number though in our original playthrough, and it looks like the line had changed. Oh, that's it? That was easy.
I did it. I can now fast
I
travel.
did the
You
thing.
are liberated, my people. But
You-
you haven't been liberated for free.
Fossilized custom jackets now available.
Let me start running taxes.
We'll have to make sure we switch to the new jacket here eventually. I feel like we haven't used this one for a very long time.
I know, we just got the crocodilia.
Yeah, it's too bad. We'll switch to the fossilized eventually though.
Is that it? It's just the agent and the camera?
Yeah, which, I mean, the camera's right there. It's super easy if you just want to shoot the camera.
Yeah.
But you can move on to a new area. It's just like this one's literally right here. Oh, no, not this type of camera. Never mind. We'll do this off camera. These are stupid. The hidden cameras
It's too
are...
late. I've already doed it.
Oh, it's right there. I know where
Yeah.
that is. If you just look over your right shoulder, it's, nope, past the cherry blossom on the right. It's in that, more right, way more right.
Way more right.
Yeah, it's over there. Yeah, it's right there in that corner. Bottom left from you.
Bottom
Left.
Bottom left.
Right there. You're staring at it. Left.
I'm staring at it.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah.
Sorry, pervs.
What?
Oh.
There's someone on the other side like, no! Like
How do
pants
you
down.
know?
Yeah, around the ankle. No.
All right, so we're gonna take over this area next,
Oh,
I
it's
guess?
never gonna stop.
Where is the next main? Oh, it's over there.
way over here.
Do you want to take that instead of this? Do you want to take that area next? I guess.
I mean,
instead
I'm gonna
of
be
away?
honest with you, the viewers. Oh, actually, this thing has a bunch of shards in it.
It does have shards.
Yeah, I'll steal them shards.
Okay.
Because that'll like help our upgrades.
Well, we can get the shards off camera though. I mean, we don't need to do those. I said we start headed right. Yeah, let's take over. I mean, we can take over this area between the two if we want to, but otherwise, because I mean, the DUP is on the way. You know, might as well take that big area.
Patrick says y'all have to die.
You have to, yeah. Okay, so my power. So yeah, so originally it started with that. That's what I was saying. So I went to this camp, and one of the counselors asked me, would you rather have invisibility or flight? I originally picked flight, much like you. But then we talked about like, well, if you're the only person with the power and stuff, like all the arguments that I just gave you.
Flew towards the screen.
I think you killed him. And then I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, I could see invisibility having like maybe being the more like private option, I guess, private power. If you don't want to be like a public figure or whatever, you can have invisibility and just kind of be like your own person, whatever, if that makes sense.
More people to shoot. I can't believe you said that. Some of us are just inherently good guys, but go on.
So, but then the next year it was like, okay, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? And one person came up with the ability, and I think this person maybe isn't inherently a good guy. I was like, I would not want this power. This sounds like a bad power. The power is to transfer your ability to need to use the facilities to another individual.
Why would somebody want that?
I don't know. Stop asking me. I thought it was weird, but they were like, okay, all right, we know what the best answer is here. We have the answer to this question. It's solved. Best superpower. It's this superpower, and it's the ability to send your bowels to another person. And so, like, the way they described it made it worse. Like as they were explaining the power. So like one thing you could do is like drink a gallon of laxative and then just transfer the whole thing to someone else and make them immediately need to use the restroom.
Oh, that does sound a lot worse.
And then another one was like you could transfer it into a fly and just make the fly explode. Cause like it can't.
Wow, that is so much worse. Like that is exclusively a bad guy thing it seems at this point.
It's like as they described it more and more, it's like you're not selling it to me. You're just making it worse.
Okay, that spot you wanted me to take over?
Oh yeah,
no.
You're in the horribly wrong place.
I am. Like, and this place is also really bad. Like the other place is just as bad, I think. But I have to go the other way. Oh, wrong way. I wanted to vent. I'm gonna vent.
Do you want to finish taking this place while you're here, I guess? I might as well take over the command center.
There's a lot of guys in here.
There are a lot of guys. It's up to you.
I think I can get the drop on them.
If you don't want to do the command center yet, then I get it, you know?
We can work our way downwards. Where
Yeah.
are they? I'm getting shot from,
Command centers are probably worth showing off just because they're like a major
They're always
story
fun.
beat. Yeah. I mean, not a major story beat, but they're like the big thing in the area, you know? They unlock
shoot.
like all the other stuff in the area. And so it's nice to have them. Because that way it unlocks the map and everything. Anyway, so my power that I eventually slowly came up with over time, I can even go through all the steps. My original power was I wanted, I believe it was teleportation first.
Okay.
I wanted the ability to teleport.
Do you know, so what are the restrictions with that? Like, is it a blind jump? Like, you're like, oh, I want to go to Ireland and you're there?
Yeah,
or
I
is
was
it like
thinking.
oh, I know exactly where I'm going, but I have to?
I mean, I was thinking a la like Jumper, if you've seen that movie.
Yes.
With Anakin Scott, Hayden Christensen?
Sure.
Yeah, Hayden Christensen. I think is his name.
I have seen the movie.
Yeah. Which side note, I saw Star Wars Episode 6 at the theater recently for its 40-year anniversary.
How was it?
It was fun. I mean, you know, it's a good movie, Star Wars Episode 6. But then at the end of the movie, when all the ghosts show up and it's Hayden Christensen as the ghost of Anakin, the theater erupted in cheers. People were very big fan of that. Him showing up in the film, I guess. So that was cute. I did like that. Just bomb it, man.
I don't have any.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to get the power up, but you said you wanted 25% more damage.
Well, big suck then. You did get the power up. You couldn't get that one again. That's why I told you to get the other thing as well.
Oh God.
Suck
I gotta
something.
blow up a car.
No,
there's nothing to suck.
there's other things to suck, I'm sure. They're just not in this
I got
area.
in front of the Gatling gun.
There's a camera staring at you. I would not stand here, I feel like.
Nah, this seems very dangerous actually. I don't know why you picked this area.
I'm looking for smokestacks, and I am not seeing them.
I know.
Yeah, maybe go over that if you can.
Oh my God, there's a checkpoint right there.
You're good.
I'm not. Everything's becoming incredibly blurry.
Yeah, you're fine. Nothing's shooting at you, though.
There we go.
There's no smoke in this area. There's a camera on your left that sees you. You're almost out of power. There's a camera right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Keeping Toms.
You're very almost out of power. Maybe try to find smoke.
A vent.
Yeah, but won't give you any power.
It won't. But it'll give me the drop on them.
There's no smoke in this
Seriously?
area.
What is going on?
I'm looking at the map. There's not a single smokestack
I know.
anywhere.
This is ridiculous.
There, across the street.
It's so far.
Yeah, but it's best you got.
I can make it.
Yeah, you have a second air dash.
I can make it.
I thought you were gonna. There's one right to your right.
I can make it.
Yeah, you got this.
I can't make it.
So I started with teleportation. I was thinking like loot, jumper style teleportation. Then I moved to like time stopping ability because of the complications of teleportation and like how do you know where you're gonna land and stuff like that. And it's like, what if you like land inside of someone or inside a wall or whatever?
Oh my God.
And I was like,
oh no, I landed inside you.
yeah, exactly, right? It's like, I don't want to think about what that means. And so it's like, okay, well, if you do time stop, then it's kind of like teleportation effectively, you know, like you could stop time, move somewhere else, and then start time again.
Yeah.
And you basically teleported, right? It's just a very complicated teleportation that involves not like destroying the universe, right? But then I was like, okay, well, if time stopped, can you breathe? You know, can you see? You know, can you like? It's like there's a whole new variety of questions that get involved.
One thing I've always been terrified of is like the Flash's explanation is really good because it makes a like ring in which reality doesn't affect.
Yeah.
Like, or at least Barry Allen, not Wally West. Wally West legitimately just goes fast.
I think there's a second smokestack on your left if you need more.
there?
Yeah, I would use your last bomb before using it though, because they're very limited in this area.
Let me there's a baddie. Oh. That was the wrong bomb.
Yeah, that was wrong.
It's okay. Yeah.
You killed them all. They were trying to subdue, but you didn't let them. Yeah, go ahead and grab the smoke and then you can go down there. Yeah, those sulfur bombs are really good for taking out large crowds because you can just like hit everyone afterwards. So I meant the grenades. But yeah, those things are good too. It's just grenades are nice because if you can hit multiple people, you can just run up and sprint, dash, subdue everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no stopping this.
It's
so
happening.
so then I went to time stop, like I said, and I was like, well, that doesn't work either. So then I was trying to find like what is like a good like medium between these two, and I came up with this brand new superpower. I vetted it myself. If there's something similar to it, I've not seen it before, and so I don't have a name for it.
And it's the ability to send my bowel movements to. It was you. You were the guy.
It was me the entire time. Yeah. That's cool. I don't know what you absorbed that from, but it was cool.
That guy's lungs after I toasted them.
Yeah, maybe bomb. There's a bunch of people over there.
Where are they? I see that
big
they're
dude
supposed to be
behind
there.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. There's a guy on your right. Yeah, this guy. He's gonna kill you. Oh, it's always so stressful when the
Isn't it?
yeah. Yes. Woo. Yeah, remember you can charge hit the sides of these things and take out 2 at a time. No, like the charge your R2. Yeah, like that. Then you have to hit him again. Yeah. Oh wow, you got 3. Nice. Then you're supposed to go on top.
And then pull it out.
And pull it out.
Now we gotta rip its brains out.
So
I gotta hold it.
Yeah. And just spam. Keep going. Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah. More!
Okay, wait, I changed my mind. I said it too early. Oh.
That was.
What if you just saw skeletons and you're like, oh, there were people in? Oh.
All the normal stuff. I think we've run all that.
Yeah, now I could do other things. You can't do anything until you blow up one of these and vice versa. And,
oh, big boys want
you guys want big birdhouse, huh?
Big boys want big birdhouse. Okay, so my final power that I came up with was it's called astral shifting. That's a combination of astral projection and shape shifting. But instead of changing your shape, you change. Basically, your shape doesn't change, and so it's not shape shifting, but you are shifting. And it's not astral projection in that you aren't projecting; you actually become. So it's basically the same thing as the astral projection, if you've ever seen that, where it's like your spirit leaves your body and your body like stays behind comatose. The only difference is that you don't leave your body behind; like you just become your spiritual form, and then you can move around and then switch back to being your body. So you basically go from like body to spirit and then spirit to body again. And so in that case, it's kind of like half teleport. I basically call it like a delayed teleport because you can move around in your spiritual form and then reappear somewhere else as your physical form. But there's a delay in that you have to like physically move there and it doesn't like stop time or anything. And so that's my favorite superpower. That's power that I would want to have if I could have one superpower.
Very cool.
Oh, it's cool. It's orange. Yeah, so then astral shift, and there's all kinds of things I've come up with like how it would work as far as like, I thought it'd be really interesting to like add to the power to make it more like DCify it, I guess.
I love it.
Oh, that is cute. Oh, I like that a lot.
Sounds incredibly complex.
Yeah, I don't know how he did all that. So yeah, like additional things is like when you're in the spirit form. So in your physical form, you're obviously like a normal human who has all the like negatives of being a normal human. Yeah. But when you're in your spirit form, that's where like all the powers come in. So like additional powers would include like since your brain isn't connected, or your cognitive self isn't connected to like a physical brain.
Obsessed with me.
Your
What
like
is going on with
perception.
my cable?
Yeah, I don't know. Your perception of like time and like your ability to like think and like comprehend things isn't limited by like physical. Hey, there's a little Sly Cooper reference. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I don't. Where is
Stop
it?
moving. Right. Right more. A lot more. Like a 90. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So these people made Sly Cooper. So they have a little.
They
Sly
did.
Cooper
There's also
references.
another one.
Yes.
Every so often, the stores are called McGrath Electronics, which Cole McGrath was the
Original.
the original conduit from
Yeah.
Infamous 1 and 2.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. These people made Ghost of Tsushima, which is also really cool.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. That's like the best place. Oh, here it is.
Oh, cool.
Cole McGee's.
Cole McGee.
Sorry, I had it backwards.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, it'd be cool if there was a Tsushima reference, but obviously that came next. So, yeah.
I believe there is a. Shoot, I think there's a Sly Cooper reference in Infamous or Ghost,
Oh, okay.
like a poem or something like that, like a
Yeah.
haiku.
So that's those are parts of the astral projecting or astral shifting is and then the other thing is you could control your speed coming out of the astral shifting, and so because of that you can like kind of like do momentum stuff. So you could like theoretically like jump out of a plane and then before you hit the ground astral shift to like stop yourself because you can move. Oh yeah, that's the other thing about astral shifting is when you're in the astral form you're also not bound by like gravity or anything like that, so you can like fly basically, and you don't have like a physical form or eyeballs or the need to breathe, so you like don't need to breathe or eat when you're in the astral form obviously because you don't have a physical body. And then you can also like see in like all directions because you don't have like eyes.
Wait, hold on, it's the audio log.
Hard, man. Just the other day we pulled up to a DUP protest and immediately grounded the protesters. That's what we call encasing them in concrete.
Oh.
Augustine said the first person who told her where to find Delson Rowe would go free. And once those concrete daggers dig into your joints, you'll say anything to get them out. Every single one of them swore on their mother's grave that they could lead her right to you. I'm sure it was all lies, but just the same, watch your back.
Damn, another takeover already? That was quick. Oh no, you don't
you
have
have to
unlocked
reduce
yet.
by
Okay.
at least 30%.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go to the new area though. We don't have to spend too much time in here. Unless you want to grab the... No, there's literally nothing else worth grabbing in here. So we'll get all the rest of that
Oh
stuff off
boy,
camera.
here we go. That huge thing I just did wasn't even the right huge thing.
So yeah, I was thinking it would be really cool even to have the astral shifting ability work. Your vision works like if you're like in a fourth dimension and looking into the third dimension. So you kind of have like it's really hard to explain, but if you've ever seen the movie Flatland,
I have not.
it's about looking. It's about the main character is in a 2D world called Flatland.
Okay.
And he gets the ability to move into the third dimension and experience the third dimension. And in the movie, he also has a dream about like one-dimensional world and stuff like that. And if you've seen the movie, you can kind of make predictions about what it would look like if you were a fourth dimensional being looking into the third dimensional world. And it's really cool, but that's basically what I was thinking of for the astral shifting power, is that when you've astral shifted, you basically become like a fourth dimensional, like laterally moved a little bit. And so that's why you're like not in the three-dimensional world, but your vision like acts the same as if you were sort of you were staring into a three-dimensional space, having moved laterally into the fourth dimension. And so stuff like that is like, I feel like the power could be like really cool in concept. And like the limitation of it is obviously that like when you're not using the power, you are just a normal person. And the other limitation that I thought of is that because, you know, it's like when you're shifting, it's like the question of with any teleportation, it's like, so when you end up at where you go, are you like naked? You know, it's like only you can shift. So I added the like little caveat that's very arbitrary. It's just for the sake of like the power not being, you know, like rated rated R, is that you can also teleport anything that you can carry as long as it's not living. So you can like take your clothes and stuff like that. Yeah, it's basically like if you can imagine like being lifted up from the top, like if you were to like enter a portal that like pulls you upwards, like what would go with you? That's what you would take with you when you astrally shift. But anything else that's alive would not go with you because it has its own like separate spirit, and so it can't be taken into the astral plane because it doesn't have the ability to like astrally shift itself, if that makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so that was like all parts of this power. As you guys can tell, I've thought about this power forever. I came up with this power originally. I didn't have a name for it until years after, but I came up with the idea for the power in 2014-ish, I want to say.
Oh wow, it has been a long time that you've.
Yes, and I came up with a name for the power not until like a couple years after that, like 16 or 18 or something like that. That's when I finally decided on a good name for it. Because before then, I was just calling it like the power that I like. And whenever I told it to people, they were always like, that's definitely multiple powers. There's no way that's like one power. And so I had to like, come up with a single name for the power. Because otherwise, it's like if your power is super speed, for example, right? Like Flash, like you could argue he has one power and it's super speed. But like if you list like the actual number of things he can do with super speed.
Yeah, no, he like wiggles through walls.
Yeah,
and stuff,
it sure does sound like a lot of powers. So that's the thing with astral shifting. Astral shifting is one power. It's just I'm talking about all the different facets of that power that would go into it. And it sounds complicated if you talk about like the minutia of, you know, like what that ability can do in practice. And so that's why, so I love it. I think it's like a fun little complicated thing, and I've not seen it anywhere shown. You know, usually people either have like teleportation or they have time stop, and this ability is kind of both. The other thing that I like about it is, so like I said, since your mind's not limited by its like physical brain, you could change your perception of time to either be faster or slower. And so if you wanted to just like go into the astral shift and then wait something out and then shift back, if from your perspective it could feel like seconds passed, whereas in the actual world you also wouldn't age while you're in your projected form because you don't have a physical body. And so you could like let time pass without like aging or anything if you needed to wait for something to happen.
That would be cool. I would, if I had that power, I would sleep always in the in the astral form, so it appeared like I was always awake.
See, that was the thing, is you don't have a physical body, so you can't rest your physical body while in the astral form. So you'd still need to sleep like normal.
Well, I mean, people, when you quote unquote rest, it's not actually like your body, right? Like it is if you're like not doing something, your body's resting, but like, you know, the reason we sleep is so our brains don't like cook themselves and become irrational and crazy.
Right. I was thinking like basically when you shift into the astral form, your body just like freezes more than anything else. So when
even
you come
your
back,
brain, like your brain's ability.
Your physical brain would. Your like cognitive self would continue. Like
Where the heck is this thing?
The
man?
physical limitations of the brain would still exist in your body, so it wouldn't like replace sleep by being in the astral form. So that because of the fact that like it's basically you're putting your physical body on hold while you shift into the astral form.
But you can take non-sentient objects with you.
Yes.
So could you learn to play an instrument while in the astral form?
No, because you don't have a physical body to like interact with. It's basically like you replace your physical body with your astral self, and then your physical body like comes back.
So what's the point of taking this stuff into the astral realm?
Just so when you come back somewhere else, so if you wanted to like move a piano that you could lift, as long as you can carry it, like a guitar, if you wanted to take a guitar from your upstairs room to your downstairs room, for example, instead of walking down the stairs, you could pick up the guitar, astral shift, go down through the floor, then shift back to your physical form, and you'd have the guitar in the new place, and you could set it down. So you could like take things around, and mostly, like I said, it was mostly designed to take clothes with you, so you don't end up naked wherever you go. It was less designed for like actually transporting stuff. It was more like my little caveat to just ensure that it wasn't a rated R power.
Here I come. Watch out, Grandma.
Smiley boy.
Here comes the boom.
But yeah.
Grandma? Where'd they all go?
Yeah, they definitely got out of there quick.
I know. What if they just came out of this little house and they were like, is it over?
I think they're all dead. Oh yeah, there's one guy right there, and he's like, please. Oh, two guys.
I couldn't imagine someone grabbing me from the head and then bringing that. That doesn't sound like they subdued me. It sounds like I'm dead.
And the way he said like, shh, 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 made me really worry. I think you're good. I think you just
I'm out of juice. I can't shoot.
You don't need to. I think you can still get up there.
Is it already completely open? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I think they'll still let you do it. I'll bet. I don't know. It'd be interesting if you can't because you're out of juice. No, you're fine.
We're good.
So yeah, so that's the astral shifting. It's I think it's cool power. You still have one more to go. Oh, a couple more.
I know they're shooting me though. That's why I dropped the first time.
Oh, I see.
It's too late.
Nothing you can do about it, big boys.
You can't stop me, gay thoughts. That's all for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and like it. If you have anything to say, comment down below and subscribe if you want to see more of our Zoinky infamous fun. I've been ZoinkMeister Adam. He's ZoinkMeister Patrick.
Zoink out.
Zoink out.